At E3 2017, we sat in amazement as Nintendo told us that Metroid Prime 4 was in development. And with that short teaser, less than a minute long, we knew that they had listened to our pleas. But it was just that, a teaser. Scant little information has actually been given to us about the game so far. So today, I'm going to theorize about what we could possibly expect from the title. What we do know. Kensuke Tanabe is heading the project with an all-new team. It's not being made by the amazing Retro Studios, and it will return to the roots of the original Prime. It's a small list, but it tells us a number of things. A new team working with gameplay styles that work, headed by the man who produced every single Prime game, means we could see the basic structure of the first 4 entries with new takes on progression, avoiding the error of simply making another title that copies the formula of the most successful entry without innovating whatsoever. What we technically don't know but can assume is that the gameplay will follow the core trilogy, excluding Hunters, and Execution. Lock-on functionality, different visors, the morph ball, the works. There isn't a need to change what isn't broken for this title. On a related note, the control scheme will be an interesting thing to speculate on. At first glance, it seems like Prime 4 may return to the style held by Prime and Echoes with the GameCube controller, but there's arguments to be made for motion controls as well. A fact I've seen mentioned little in the Switch's lifespan is that the Joy-Cons can work as pointers like a Wiimote. Games like World of Goo and Human Resources use the pointer function and it works surprisingly well. So, it's possible that incorporating both control schemes can work for whatever a player's taste is. Now, that would mean that the game has to be balanced around the use of both motion controls and traditional controls, but it's not like this can't be done either. Now for what we don't know. Story-wise, we can assume that Prime 4 will follow Federation Force in its cliffhanger, showing the elusive Psylocke stealing a Metroid hatchling. Going by the comments Kensuke Tanabe made 2 years ago, a 3-way confrontation between Samus, the Galactic Federation, and Psylocke is to be expected, elaborating more on why the latter opposes the former two, and setting the character up as a new rival to Samus. Beyond this, it's rather hard to tell, though the press release says that the Prime storyline will be taken in a new direction, tying up events of the series as well. This could be a chance to reintroduce some of the old characters, maybe a few of the other Hunters, as well as incorporate new characters into the canon. But for now, this is just mere speculation, and we can't judge much from here. The biggest question making the rounds these days is when the game will release, and this is a tough question to answer. What they meant by now in development is rather hard to interpret. Did it begin the day before E3? No, probably not. Was it in the works for a few months before E3 and they couldn't muster a trailer? This is probably the most likely case, but Kensuke Tanabe had to form a new team for this. So when did that happen, and when did development start proper? We don't know, but it is in early development. We can gain some clues as to how long the development cycle will be based on the core entries. Prime took about 2 years to develop from 2000, when it was suggested by Shigeru Miyamoto, to 2002, as did its sequel, Echoes, from 2002 to 2004. Finally, Corruption took anywhere from 2 to 3 years, given that it was transitioning to new hardware from the GameCube to the Wii for a 2007 release. So, unless it turns out that the game has been underway since late 2016, we are likely not to see it until late 2018 or even Q1 2019. This is the most logical guess that I can muster, but we never know. In conclusion, there are a lot of questions to be answered, and in the following months, more questions will arise as more info on the game becomes available. But know this, Nintendo has given us the solace of knowing that Prime 4 has become a thing after so many years. So, it might be in our best interest to just wait a while. Samus Returns is coming out in September anyway. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy our content, please consider subscribing to our channel, and helping us on Patreon to keep our content ad-free, and follow us on Twitter. Have a wonderful day and take care.